A lot of people come to me saying that their horse's rib cage feels so solid, the back is weak, they have no core. They're struggling to build muscle through the back. This could be down to a variety of reasons and causes, and also the management of the training and what you do with your horse on a daily basis, for me, makes a fundamental difference to your horse's entire posture, entire body. So I've kind of created like a little acronym, I suppose you want, which is the 3 S's. When it comes to retraining your horse's back or retraining any part of their body, I like to follow this process in my mind, which is the 3 S's. Stability, strength, suppleness. For me, we need to start with stability. So this is stability of the pelvic girdle, stability of the shoulder girdles here, pelvic girdles here. I have many vlogs, guys, in more detail about the anatomy of these girdles. Visit my website and you can have a real good read in terms of the anatomy of those girdles. But once we've got stability of those 2 major girdles, the reason that's important is because then we have better function of the CT junction in between here and the lumbosacral junction in front of the pelvis. Your stability exercises are things like postural stable-based exercises, or exercises in an arena or in the field where you're working from the nose and you don't have any gadgets on. Stability exercises are balancing exercises. So for example, a grey exercise, and there's a progression to this, so if you're unsure how to start this, message me and we can talk about it in more detail. But for example, this is a balancing exercise where you're asking your horse to come onto 3 legs. I'm applying a little bit of pressure here to the withers, not too much, but the movement through the core, the movement through the pelvis in terms of activating specific muscle groups, that exercise is great for. So those are my kind of examples of stability. Another great progression from stability is to go into a bit of strength exercises. All of this is done in walk. So your strength exercises is when you can definitely start applying either from a bit more pressure from the nose in hand with no gadgets, or you're long lining. And that means walking along the arena, doing the walking serpentines, the figures of 8s, the shallow loops, 5, 10, 15 meter shallow loops. Before you just throw a bunch of poles out, go and try an exercise of single poles. So for example, random pole placement, asking your horse to test his coordination, his proprioception, his awareness. Setting up simple things like cone exercises, getting them to walk around the cone exercises. Those are my progression from postural exercises from stability to strength. Then you can start to play around with more poles. So poles in a pattern. I've got many of these examples online. And then we go into the suppleness. And that is also when you as the rider, as the handler, the long liner, are more comfortable with your aids. You're more consistent in asking the right turn to the left rein from the long lining. Then you can start to test your horse's suppleness and improve your horse's suppleness. So that's my progression: stability, strength, suppleness, the 3 S's. Okay, for the next video.